Mangalore-based artists sketch world map through Rangoli. Excise police raid Pavarulya, destroy large quantity of brew. DYFI protests against UPA over price hike. Sea erosion shows its ugly face in and around Ullal once again. Mangalore-based Kallachu Prakashana selected the auditorium of St. Aloysius College to design the world map in an area of 1,200 square feet. Virendra, Ramakrishna Nayak, Santosh began sketching the world map on Tuesday, June 3rd, after which three well-known Rangoli artists colored the sketch designed by the trio. Vidya Jagadish Nayak, Chandrika Jairam and Sangeeta Mahesh Nayak applied colors on the map with Rangoli powders. Vidya Jagadish Nayak and Chandrika Jairam have won prizes in the state-level Rangoli art competitions. They have been active in this field in the past 2 decades, while Sangeeta Mahesh Nayak is a district-level Rangoli designer. The map has been designed into 16 parts akin to the original map. They have used natural colors and avoided chemicals in this map, although chemical-based colors are widely used to design Rangolis in the houses. But they have avoided chemical-based colors in order to make Rangoli map environment-friendly. According to the organizers, this attempt is the first of its kind in the district. Moreover, they are confident that there may not be difference between the actual world map and the Rangoli map. Interestingly, different colors have been used to color different regions as per their geographical distinctions. Around 5 different hues have been used to color the seas and oceans in the map and to indicate blue water. The map will be inaugurated on Thursday, June 5th.
Tickle your taste buds with sumptuous dishes. Madhuvan's Village promises food relishers a delightful journey in taste. Experience an enchanting village ambience with cozy huts, smoke-free zone and tranquil surroundings. Village Family Restaurant is now even more inviting with added features like 4-lane concreted road right at the doorstep, ample space for car parking, more picturesque open space ideal for corporate and family parties, exceptional dining choices of Indian, Chinese, continental and ethnic delicacies. Visit Village Family Restaurant to experience a delicious blend of idyllic surroundings and mouth-watering cuisines. Madhuvan's Village, the family restaurant, Yadi, Mangalore 8422141158. Come once, you're sure to remain a regular.
The excise police succeeded in detecting a storage godown of brew meant to make hooch in Pavarulya Isle near Adyar on Wednesday, June 4th. Excise police have been regularly raiding the illicit liquor dens for the last few weeks after his intoxicant claimed lives of more than 200 people in the state. They destroyed a huge quantity of brew and liquor during the raid, but they failed to apprehend anybody relating to the activity. The excise police seized about 4,000 litres of brew during Wednesday's raid and destroyed it later. No arrests have been made during this raid. Excise Deputy Commissioner N.M. Hussain informed that they have identified 2 accused involved in the production of the brew. Action will be initiated to arrest them soon, he said. Since the spots where these activities are usually conducted belong to no one, the concoctors of illicit liquor succeed in escaping easily during the raids, he explained. Excise officials Aziz Permannur, Madhav Rao and Kushalappa took part in this raid.
ಮಂಗಳೂರು ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಲಬಟ್ಟಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಕಲ್ಲಬಟ್ಟಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಾದ ಪಾವೂರು ಮತ್ತು ಅಡಂ ಕುದ್ರು, ಕಲ್ಲಾಪು, ಒಂಟಿ ಕುದ್ರು ಹಾಗೂ ತಣ್ಣೀರುಬಾವಿ, ನಾಯರ್ ಕುದ್ರು ಈ ಕುದುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾಪಕ ದಾಳಿಗಳನ್ನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಪಾವರುಳ್ಳಿಯ ಒಂದು ಕುದುರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಳ್ಳಬಟ್ಟಿ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನಡೀತಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸತತವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯವರಿಂದ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ದಾಳಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಭಾರಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲ್ಲದ ಕೊಳೆಯನ್ನು ಇವರು ಹೂತಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ನೇತ್ರಾವತಿ ನದಿ ದಂಡೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿಸಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯ ಅವರು ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾವು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸುಮಾರು ಸಾರಿ ದಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಒಂದು ಕೊಳೆ ನಾಶಪಡಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹಳ್ಳಬಡ್ಡಿ ಸಾರಾಯನ್ನು ನಾಶಪಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ಜನವಿರೋಧಿ ನೀತಿಗೆ ಯುಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಜನವಿರೋಧಿ ನೀತಿಗೆ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ದರವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಳ ಮಾಡಿ ಡೀಸೆಲ್ ದರವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಳ ಮಾಡಿ.
DYFI staged protest against UPA government's decision to hike petrol, diesel and LPG prices on Wednesday, June 4th. They burned the effigies, shouted slogans against the government and termed the decision as irresponsible one. They blamed the UPA, which came to power chanting Aam Aadmi mantra, has now totally forgotten the poor and is acting like the agent of rich and corporate sector.
ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಎನ್ಡಿಎ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ ತೀರ್ಮಾನದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ತನ್ನ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ದರ ಏರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆ ನೆಪವನ್ನು ಒಡ್ಡಿ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ತೈಲ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಗಳನ್ನು ಒಡ್ಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಲೆ ಏರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ವಿರೋಧಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಬಕಾರಿ ಸುಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ಕಡಿತ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸುಂಕಗಳನ್ನು ಕಡಿತ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು, ಇಂಥ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪಗಳನ್ನು ಕೈಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವತ್ತು ಏಕಾಏಕಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ತನ್ನ ದೋಚುವ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
The people living on the edge of the sea, most of whom are fishermen, have an enemy at their threshold to handle. The realization that the monsoons are fast approaching has given rise to a lurking fear in their stomachs and wrinkles on their foreheads. Their thoughts are now about the prospects of nightmarish sea erosion that can gnaw their compound walls, fell their trees, and force the walls of their houses to collapse, rendering them homeless and penniless. The nightmare of the seashore residents turned to reality when the protective wall meant to keep away sea erosion was washed away following heavy rains, even as the monsoons began just a couple of days ago at Ullal.
Last 20 years, we've been having untold problems. It has started from the time the breakwaters of the Netravati and Gurpur were established. From that time onwards, Ullal Kottapura area has been severely under the erosion problems. From the last 24 hours, the water has come in by about 10 meters. We can actually see pieces of earth falling down, trees falling down.
The government on its part has not done much other than concluding studies on ways to prevent sea erosion and start dumping truckloads of boulders at the seashore during the monsoon months, although time and again this method has proved futile and the boulders get drafted into the depths of the sea within weeks. Crores of rupees that have been spent by the state and the central governments have literally gone down the drain, and the help people got out of this exercise has been meager, if not totally absent. Those residing by the seashore are not averse to witnessing the increased roar of the sea and upheavals caused by the winds in the sea during the monsoon months. They shudder at the prospect of the surging sea, lapping up whatever they have earned so far and endangering their lives of themselves and their family members. Whatever the government has done so far has only resulted in spending the taxpayers' money in vain, as the boulders heaped by the seaside slip away in no time. As such, these families have not been able to find solace in the belief that the government would be able to thwart the menace based on their past experience.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಂಜೆಯಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳೆದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಒಂದು 10-12 ಫೀಟ್ವರೆಗೂ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು 10-12 ಫೀಟ್ ಕಳೆದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು 15 ಮರಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಪುರಸಭೆಯಿಂದ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಂದರೆ ಜನರನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಿಗೇನೋ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದನ್ನು ಅವರ ಒಳಿತನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಕ್ಕಲು ಎಬ್ಬಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುರ್ತು ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ.
Buoyed by speeding gales, giant-sized waves start threatening the people living on the shores during the rainy season, and the dangers posed by the surging sea has been considerably acute in places like Kottepura Kodi, Ullal, Mukka, Suratkal, The residents are particularly peeved at the attitude of the officials of the department concerned, who sit up and take notice only after the monsoon arrives. Although the rocks they stack every year on the coastline are gulped by the sea, it appears they do not have anything inkling about the possibility of seeking recourse to any alternative methods. It may be recalled that a few years back, a delegation of ministers and officials had visited France to undertake a study of successful sea erosion management methods followed by that nation, but nothing is known as to what they did or learnt there.
30 ಮೀಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಈಗಲೂ ಸಹ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರಿಗೆ ಆದೇಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಎಮರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದನ್ನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ADB ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಇರೋಷನ್. ಅದರದ್ದು ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ತಾಂಡ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಅದರ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಬೇಗನೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
If a permanent solution eludes the government, can it not think in terms of rehabilitating these residents some distance away from the sea at a higher and safer altitude? Moving them far away is impractical, as they have to venture into the sea in the wee hours every day, and fishing has traditionally been their lifeline.